Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to explore another fascinating topic. Have you ever looked at a towering skyscraper or a sprawling stadium under construction and thought, how did they even build that? For centuries, construction has been a story of human grit. Laborers mixing concrete by hand, masons laying bricks one by one, carpenters painstakingly measuring and cutting wood. But that age-old picture is now being disrupted by something that might just change everything: artificial intelligence. AI-powered construction isn't just a futuristic concept anymore. It's already here, quietly working behind the scenes, and sometimes right in front of our eyes, transforming how we design, plan, and build our structures. Some experts are even asking, is this the end of traditional building as we know it? So let's dive deep into this fascinating shift and explore whether AI is about to lay the final brick on the old way of doing things. From blueprints to algorithms, it all starts long before anyone shows up at a construction site. Traditionally, architects and engineers would spend countless hours drafting blueprints, running calculations, and trying to balance beauty with function and budget. But now, powerful AI software can do in minutes what might take a team of humans weeks. For example, generative design platforms allow designers to input goals, like maximizing sunlight, minimizing energy use, or reducing materials. And then the AI comes up with hundreds or even thousands of design options. These aren't just sketches. Each option has been simulated against real-world conditions. The software tests things like wind loads, thermal efficiency, and even how people would flow through the building. Autodesk's generative design tools are already being used to create office layouts that optimize collaboration while reducing noise. Meanwhile, AI programs like SpaceMaker, acquired by Autodesk, can scan an entire city block and recommend the best orientation for a new building to capture the most daylight and views. This is beyond human capacity. It's literally thousands of scenarios analyzed in seconds. Machines that think and build. But the real shocker comes once construction starts. Imagine a bustling site, except instead of dozens of workers doing repetitive tasks, you see autonomous bulldozers, self-driving dump trucks, and bricklaying robots. In Japan, Komatsu has developed smart construction sites where bulldozers and excavators equipped with AI, GPS, and drones do the groundwork almost entirely by themselves. A drone flies over the site each morning, creating a 3D map that updates the system. The AI compares this map to the digital plan, and if it finds that a slope is too steep or soil is missing, it adjusts the instructions sent to the machines on the ground. No human supervisor needed. In Australia, mining giant Rio Tinto has run fully autonomous haul trucks for years. These massive vehicles, larger than a two-story house, transport tons of earth without drivers. The technology is now spilling over into construction. Caterpillar's autonomous construction fleet is already reshaping how large-scale earthworks are done. Then there's SAM, short for semi-automated mason. This robotic bricklayer can lay about 3,000 bricks per day, 6 times faster than a human. It uses laser guides to ensure perfect placement, a robotic arm to set each brick, and an AI vision system to keep everything aligned. The human workers? They now manage the robot, refilling bricks and mortar, and handling corners or tricky edges. It's a partnership, but clearly the robot is doing the heavy lifting, 3D printing entire buildings. Perhaps the most jaw-dropping innovation is large-scale 3D printing. Instead of stacks of bricks and a small army of laborers, imagine a giant robotic arm extruding layers of special quick-setting concrete or composite material. This printer follows a digital design file, building walls and supports layer by layer. In China, Winsun has printed apartment buildings up to 5 stories tall. In Mexico, a company called Icon is printing entire neighborhoods of affordable homes. They can print a house in about 24 hours of machine time for a fraction of the usual cost. The designs are flexible, curved walls, integrated conduits for wiring, and even decorative patterns are easy because it's all digital. 3D printing doesn't just cut labor costs, it massively reduces waste. Traditional construction can waste up to 30% of materials due to over-ordering or cutting mistakes. A printer uses exactly what's needed, nothing more. This is a huge deal in an industry responsible for over one-third of global landfill waste. AI project managers that never sleep. Now let's talk about one of the biggest headaches in construction: scheduling and budgets. The average large construction project runs 20% over schedule and 80% over budget. Human planners have a tough job juggling contractors, delivery dates, inspections, and weather delays. AI project management tools like Alice Technologies change that game. These systems run millions of scheduling scenarios, figuring out the optimal sequence of tasks. If a delivery is delayed or weather turns bad, the AI instantly reworks the schedule to keep everything on track. Some firms using ALICE have shaved weeks off major builds, saving millions. Meanwhile, drones and cameras continually scan sites, sending data to AI that compares progress against the plan. It can flag errors immediately, like a wall built even a few centimeters off. In the past, that might not be caught until inspectors came days or weeks later, forcing expensive rework. A safer, smarter job site. Construction is one of the most dangerous industries on Earth. According to the International Labor Organization, about 60,000 fatal accidents happen on building sites each year. That's roughly one worker dying every 10 minutes. AI is dramatically improving safety. Systems like SmartVid.io use cameras around the site to monitor workers in real time. The AI looks for missing hard hats, harnesses, or dangerous behaviors, like standing too close to heavy machinery, and sends instant alerts. In pilot programs, this kind of oversight reduced recordable safety incidents by 20%. Wearable AI is another frontier. Exoskeleton suits with sensors can help workers lift heavy loads with less strain. Meanwhile, AI wearables monitor heart rate and temperature, warning workers and supervisors before someone succumbs to heat stress. What about human jobs? All this sounds amazing, unless you're one of the millions who depend on construction work for a living. Will robots and AI simply take over? It's a serious concern. The World Economic Forum estimates that automation could displace up to 500,000 construction jobs globally by 2030. But it also forecasts that new kinds of tech-focused construction jobs will rise in parallel. Instead of laying bricks, future workers might be operating drones, maintaining robots, or analyzing sensor data to keep projects on track. Already, companies are retraining workers. A traditional excavator operator can learn to manage 3 or 4 autonomous machines simultaneously. That's a huge productivity jump, and a different skill set, focused more on oversight and troubleshooting than manual digging. In many ways, we're moving from purely physical labor to a hybrid of human judgment and machine efficiency. That doesn't make humans obsolete. In fact, for complex decisions, negotiation with clients, or creative architectural choices, human insight is still irreplaceable. Building a greener planet. There's another side of AI-powered construction that might just be its biggest legacy: sustainability. Buildings account for nearly 40% of energy-related CO2 emissions globally. Poor designs waste heat in winter and require massive cooling in summer. AI is helping flip this around by simulating how designs will perform across decades of weather, finding ways to capture sunlight, increase airflow, and reduce energy needs. Startups like Erupt are using AI to design lightweight structures that use 30 to 50% less steel or concrete, materials with huge carbon footprints. Meanwhile, sensors embedded in smart buildings collect data on temperature, occupancy, and even carbon dioxide levels, feeding AI systems that automatically adjust heating, cooling, and ventilation. In other words, AI isn't just changing how we build, it's changing what we build, pushing us towards smarter, more efficient cities that could help combat climate change. So is this truly the end of traditional construction? In some ways, yes. The days of dozens of workers toiling in the hot sun, doing repetitive, back-breaking tasks might be numbered. Many of those roles will transition to supervising robots or using AR goggles to install complex systems with digital guidance. But construction is also deeply human. It's about communities, creativity, and adaptability. AI can design thousands of floor plans, but only humans can say which one feels like home. Robots can build walls, but someone still needs to envision the skyline. So rather than the end, maybe we're witnessing an evolution. one where human ingenuity partners with machine precision to build faster, safer, and greener than ever before. So the next time you see a construction site, look closely. You might spot drones buzzing overhead, cameras tracking every movement, and perhaps even a robot laying bricks or printing walls. It's a glimpse into a future that's arriving faster than most of us realize. Will we embrace this AI-driven revolution, or resist it, clinging to old ways out of habit or fear? That's the choice facing the industry and society right now. Either way, one thing's for sure: the blueprint for tomorrow's world is being drafted by algorithms, and the buildings of the future might just be smarter than the people who live in them. If you found this video interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the incredible ways technology is reshaping our lives. Drop a comment below. Would you trust a house built by robots? Or do you think we still need the human touch? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.